So Second Chronicles chapter 25 verse 2 is about King Amaziah who reigned in Judah. And I'll just be reading chapter 1 and 2. So Amaziah was 25 years old when he became the king, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jehoiada of Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the sight of the Lord, but not with a loyal heart. That is where you need to like underline and dash, not with a loyal heart. So you could be in ministry, you could be a preacher, you could be serving in church, but is your heart in it? Is your heart pure while you're doing these things for God? And that was where we were like being taught like how to audit yourself when you're looking to do things for God. Is your heart pure? Are your intentions pure? Or are you just doing it because it's your job? Are you just doing it for the fame? So you need to question yourself when you get into stuff about the ministry and about working for God. So that really, really spoke to me. And yeah, I'm here to share with you guys when you're embarking into ministry or in any project in your life, and you want God to bless you, where is your heart? What are your intentions at that point in time? The second thing that I got out of this teaching was maintaining your spirituality, especially when God answers your prayers and He elevates you and you have your breakthrough. The devil comes because his job is to come, kill, steal, and destroy. So he will come for you. Where is your spirituality at that point in time when you're there getting accolades and people are praising you for your good works, but where is your spiritual life? So you always have to be in touch with God, because you can be for God but you're still an enemy for God because you're working against his will. So anyone who's working against God's will, even if you're in the church and you're spiritual and all, you are an enemy of God because you're going against the purposes of God. And the third thing that was so profound for me was Satan wants you to worship him. And for us as Christians, we believe that since we've cast out demons, we have broken covenants, we see like we are not really attacked, but we are. You see, like the covenant issues are for unbelievers and people who are struggling, but no, the devil comes to for everyone and he wants everyone to worship him, even those in church. Yes, and he uses three things to gain access to you. So it's the covenants, and the second one is disobedience, and the third one is ignorance. So he uses our ignorance to just gain a foothold and to attack us. Another thing that really stood out for me is that an idol is anything that stands itself above God. And for us as Christians, we really need to be wary of this. One of the things that I learned is that the love for self and elevating yourself is an idol. Other idols that threaten you as a Christian is your ministry. When you put your ministry above God, when you put the church above God, when you put the church membership above God, when you put your pride, competition, merchandising the gospel, the works. And the works in this sense is Bible study, fasting, and prayer. If you put all these things above God, they become idols. And you may think you're doing a good thing by spending 3 hours in prayer, but where is your heart? My friend, where is your heart? Examine your heart. And we are called to read Psalm 51. Create in me a clean heart, O Lord. Renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away, Lord, from thy presence. Take not thy spirit from me. And the best part of it is, restore unto me the joy of your salvation. Guys, search your hearts. And if there's anything within it that is against God, that is elevating itself against God, ask for forgiveness. And you can't do this on your own. That's the other thing. It's only God who can help us set our hearts straight. Yes, guys, I really feel good after sharing this with you, that you will go and ask yourself, where is your heart? Are there any roots of unforgiveness and bitterness? Because I've also been auditing myself, and God has been calling me to look at those things within my heart that are holding me back from Him using me to grow His kingdom. And finally, my friends, the death of the flesh is where the beginning of life begins, is where the beginning of encounters with God. If you really want a deep encounter with God, you have to crucify the flesh. You have to kill the flesh. And we can see this in Isaiah chapter 6, verse 1. And I will just read it. This is when Isaiah is called to be a prophet. And in the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting on a throne, high and lifted up, and the train of his robe fills the temple. And that is where I want us to focus. The year King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting on a throne. So if we are to just replace Uzziah as the idols in our lives, the year pride died is when you have an encounter with God. The year the self and the love of self dies is when you have an encounter with God. The year idolatry for ministry dies is when you have an encounter with God. The year idolatry for church dies is when you see the Lord. The year the idolatry and love for works, putting fasting, prayer, Bible study above God dies, is when you will have an encounter and you will see God. The year when competition and comparison with other people dies is when you will have your encounter with God. I just want to leave you with those reflections, and search your heart. If there's anything that is contrary to the will of God, ask for God and for the Holy Spirit to help you move and encounter God.